think about time to go in on these tethers, man. These tethers cause a lot of problems. Cause a lot of problems for its foundation of Black Americans. I tell you folks something, man. You people, man, you're not really from here. You're not really from this land of my ancestors, not your ancestors. I really need to stay out of foundation of Black Americans' business, man. You know, 'cause guys like me, man, I'm kind of hostile. I can suppress it, but I get extremely hostile against injustice, against people who's trying to start shit, people trying to speak for me on matters that don't apply to them. I know white people tell y'all can speak on FBA matters and all this stuff, but y'all really can't, man. Y'all go around calling us blood bags and all this shit. Alright, motherfucker, like, man, you really don't know, man. You really don't know what's lurking out here for you. You keep fucking with FBA, man. Yeah, y'all big and bad in y'all country, chopping up on them skinny ass, hungry Africans, man. Y'all gonna fuck around and find the fuck out. Y'all gonna have to beg white people to save y'all. And they gonna do it too. They gonna do it too. They gonna need that excuse to fuck with us. FBA. Really, man, y'all don't really want the smoke, man. Y'all really don't. I do a lot of this talking online and Twitter. Talking about what y'all do. Planning in these rooms like Clubhouse and all this shit. You fuck around, get your whole damn Clubhouse back there. Put you in it. Don't be fucking with FBA out here, folks. You non-FBA immigrants, don't be fucking with the FBA out here, man. Motherfuckers that make you listen, man. Yeah, I'm saying some strong words, man, but somebody gotta say it. You know, and I've dealt with some funny talking African women who I thought was cool back in the day, in my 20s. I had no idea they had that kind of animosity inside of them. They had that animosity inside of them that I didn't know about. One chick, she blew up at me for no good reason. I didn't want to take out no damn trash. There's some party I was having, some African party. Then she went around spreading rumors about me, talking about I had started some shit. You know, she started it. And I really didn't like that. They let me see how some of these Nigerians was in that day, and that stuck with me for a long time. And it's still with me. I just see, man, like, somebody might say that's just what women do. Like, oh, man. She try to get ahead of her own bullshit. She started the shit, then she went around saying I started. Somebody's invited to your party, man. You don't make them take out trash. You don't make them wash chairs and shit out. That's not how FBA do things, see? So you motherfuckers from other places, y'all have y'all guests wash out seats and shit, and take out trash and shit. You know, I wasn't about to take that trash out, dripping and shit on my shoes. I already did too much taking the first bag out. This shit get mad. Nobody give a fuck about you. Fuck you. That's how I went. You know, I had me some words to say, but it was interesting because this chick didn't really talk, she didn't really say shit. But that day, she had something to say to me. You know how them chicks be quiet, man, and say shit to you. And one day they just say some shit to you, but it's on some negative shit. And prior to all that, you think they cool. Oh, this is a cool chick. She just keep them to herself. No, this bitch, she was quiet because she thought she was better than me. She was looking down on me. So that's another thing too, folks. These chicks is quiet around you. It ain't because they timid. They're looking down on you. So keep that in mind. But yeah, these Nigerians, that's who I was dealing with at the time. Yeah, they funny style, man. Now I met some cool ones in that crowd I was hanging with. That dude I used to kick it with heavy. I went to high school with. He became one of my best friends. He ended up marrying a Nigerian girl from his college. And she had friends, Nigerian female friends around. So everybody kind of knew each other that way. It was funny because one of the Nigerian women in that club, she had called up to Tariq's Nasheed broadcast when that diaspora war was going heavy when it first jumped off. And she was talking and Tariq kind of clicked off on her because she didn't land her plane. She was like that back then. But I would say her name was Ijoma. Yeah, I'm saying names. Nobody knows who the hell she is. You know, but she's probably a doctor. I believe she's a doctor. I'll say that. I know for certain. I just asked her. And, you know, whatever. It could be any Ijoma. Y'all don't know. But anyway, she was one of the cooler ones. I would say that. But even if she was kind of funny in some ways, but I would say she was probably the coolest, one of the coolest out there. She was outspoken back then. She wouldn't let you get shit in, and when you say what you have to say, she be looking at you like, hey, I gotta say what I gotta say. That's another thing about these foreigners, man. They be coming to the U.S. The way they conversate is basically, man, they do it with each other. I'm gonna say that. The way they converse is very, what I want to say, it's not productive in my opinion. It's not productive. It's indicative of what they do in their own nation. They do a lot of talking. And you think they're smart, they scholastically smart, but they don't really get shit done like that. Don't be fooled, man. You know, they real outspoken with the accent and all that shit. Some of them don't have the accent. A lot of you fucking Nigerians, Africans, foreigners, whatever, they're not really all that smart, man. They're not really that smart. They do a lot of talking and bantering. Y'all don't really get shit done. Y'all gotta come here among us Foundation of Black Americans to get shit done. That's why y'all fled your homeland. I do a lot of talking over there too. Shit don't get done. Y'all get overran by other foreign groups. White man, the Asians, the East Indians, the Arabs. They overrun y'all motherfuckers because y'all too busy talking and bantering. Thinking it sounds intelligent, but y'all talk, you're not doers. And the ones who are doers are not smart enough to coordinate the proper strikes to get invaders out their country. Now you have some motherfuckers down there armed up with machine guns wearing penny loafers and shit. No socks, dust on the ankles, all that shit. Look like they taking care of business, don't they? They got the machine guns and all that shit. No, they only taking care of the business of the people who armed them up, which is most like the Europeans. They take care of their business. got a bunch of African nations divided instead of joining forces. Joining forces. Y'all see, y'all think y'all running things because there's a lot of y'all down there. They're not running things at all. The reason why white people don't go in there and just all out just destroy you motherfuckers, they'll wipe you out with a disease that you can't cure. Just because y'all numbers is youthful. They can't man up. They can't man Africa. That's a huge continent. They're gonna man Africa. That's what the Romans did. That's what the Greeks did. That's what empires do. They colonize nations, set up little satellites in those nations, and have the people pay tribute to them. Like you African motherfuckers is doing. You paying tribute, giving them your resources and all that shit. Ain't shit changed. You know, then y'all come over here to us talking about we didn't do anything. You dumb motherfuckers. If we did like you all did, didn't fight, didn't resist, you would just be running to a motherfucking Africa, a South Africa equivalent, and you'd be mistreated here. Way more so than you ever think you would. A lot of you motherfuckers underestimate our importance, man. Y'all underestimate the importance of the foundation of Black Americans. Y'all so fat and y'all eating so high off the hog. Y'all don't understand that our resistance is what's keeping the white supremacists at bay. And we don't resist. Black racists do. We don't resist. We foundation of Black Americans just sit out this fight and stop saying it's racism and all that shit. We'll be finished. We'll be right back in chains. Who gonna stop it? Y'all don't resist. Y'all don't resist white people. Y'all don't fight them. Where's the armed conflict with you Africans against white people, Europeans, Americans? I don't do none of that shit. Who gonna stop them from kicking y'all around? Y'all think white people is that nice? To not do things to y'all? African folk? Caribbean folk? Dark-skinned Easterners? We're the formula, foundation of Black Americans. See, they know how we think because we're close to them. A lot of us we understand how these white people think. But hell, they taught us. A lot of us is in the military, police department. You know, but you Africans and you other Negroid foreigners come over here, jumping in our mix, telling the foundation of Black Americans us what we need to do. Now we shouldn't talk about racism. That's not your place to say that. How about we go to your country and start telling you what you can't do? So you don't respect FBA because we've been nice to you. But it's gonna come a time, man, we're gonna put hands on you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put some serious hands on you. How would you feel coming out one of your meetings talking about we don't deserve no reparations? FBA don't deserve the reparations. Somebody put a fucking bag over your head and throw you in a motherfucking van somewhere. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. How about that, motherfucker? Think it won't happen? Keep fucking with us, man. That's our birthright. My ancestors earned that shit. We didn't get paid. That's an old debt. It had nothing to do with no fucking begging. You can call it begging. It's still a debt. It's old. It had nothing to do with you, foreigners, non-FBA. Talk about fucking business, man. March to say, you know, the good for you. You have no right to speak on what goes on with us. Yeah, your race is technically black. But you're not a part of our lineage, man. You're not a part of our history to that effect. You wasn't here. You motherfuckers sold some of my ancestors over here. How dare you pieces of shit sold some of my ancestors come over here trying to regulate, man. You motherfuckers is too familiar. We're not the same. Just because you look like me, that's a nappy hair, they call you black. That's technically your race. You're not the same as us. Motherfuckers is cowards, weaklings, frail, weak, pathetic, pitiful niggas from the motherland. Yeah, I said it. Gotta be said, man. Motherfuckers is puny, pathetic, inferior, all that shit. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Talk shit? I call the white man. They don't like you, nigga. Only pretend to like you because they're trying to undermine us. Can't white people like you, nigga, let y'all over here for the kindness of their heart. Undermine us, motherfucker. White people know y'all weak ass, kissing, pathetic losers who'll do any fucking thing. They teach you and tell you. I hear some of you motherfuckers, foreigners as doctors, huh? Engineers, scientists, feel real smart, don't you? You're not thinking of breakthroughs. You thought of a breakthrough, huh? Who get credit for it? Dumb motherfucker. White company you work for. We'll never know it's you. Oh, you had a breakthrough, huh? You came with some new medicine. They tell you came with some new medicine. After they tell you how to come up with the procedures to find that new medicine, dumb motherfuckers. We all regurgitate. We're fucking regurgitators. You ain't no fucking inventor. What did you invent? See, my ancestors, FBA, we invented things. What have y'all invented? Motherfuckers don't even got books, paper, in your own fucking languages. Speaking in a fucking language that been passed down verbally for decades or some generations, I guess. Wandering nomads coming from countries that's named by white people. Motherfuckers is pathetic, man. Come here, you work hard. Of course you work hard, motherfucker. What other choice you got? You don't want to go back to the slumlands. It's that desperation. That ain't no fucking pride. That's fear. See, my ancestors, we work like that too. They call us slaves. Fucking, you're afraid. That's why you are. Bust your back. Here's one hell of a motivator. See, I ain't buying that shit about someone working hard. You motherfuckers is afraid. Fear make you work hard. That's what make you work hard. I want to go back. You know, you talk about us FBA freeloaders. None of us should be working at all. How about that? No FBA should be working. Our ancestors paid them dues. Oh, it was our ancestors that did it, not us. No, motherfucker. We supposed to inherit all that. We supposed to be a working class. It ain't about no we getting something that's unearned. That was supposed to be our destiny. We supposed to get compensated, recompense for the atrocities that people went through, man. And as a result of that, we're in this position we're in. And a lot of white people go around convincing black people using the threat of losing their job and all this shit. Make them go along with what they say. It's all this shit, man. Back to you fucking forms, man. You know, you're speaking in these rooms, talking about what we don't get. Stop talking like that, man. You really need to stop talking like that. I want y'all to stop. I'm trying to help you. If there's any foundation of black Americans out there like me, 50 million of them, it's gonna go bad for you. Got some of these women, let me get up on some of these hating ass bed wenches out here. Ladies, talk about black men, go in on black men. You really need to know how that makes you look. If women, black men, I would say black women go in on black men in a very vindictive way. It kind of make black men kill you. Literally. Like, it doesn't make every black man look at you and say, oh, she's just hurt and going through pain. When black women come down on black men, try to railroad us and get us caught up in shit, it makes you look wicked, very wicked. Because the thing is, a woman is not supposed to exude that kind of hatred. When a woman exudes that kind of hatred, like, this woman is really wicked. See, that kind of hatred is reserved for men. Is expected for a man to be full of hatred. A woman is supposed to be a nurturer, and that's her designation by default, a nurturer. For a woman to become a venom spilling field woman, that means she went over the limit of what a man does for hate, to generate hatred. That means she damn near pure evil, man. That's why men look at women who are filled with hatred with such venom. We really want to do something to you, because that means you kind of like, you're pretty much far gone. Now you're far gone. You know? I'm gonna get off this segment.